For many of us, 2020 will go down as one of the most traumatic years of our generation. We're experiencing a pandemic. Amongst the African American community, Black people are witnessing a real life civil war. We're finding power and strength while entire families are being wiped out by a disease completely out of control. We're in a situation where we're witnessing death, experiencing post-traumatic stress syndrome, one police killing at a time. We have vigilantes walking around shooting people on sight, and police who are sworn to serve and protect, doing everything but that. As a community, we grieve. As mothers, we fear, but find strength as we stand firm in knowing that our sons are worth it. In this time, we want to come and talk about ways that we can manage the emotions. We're experiencing firsthand grief. We're experiencing vicarious grief. We are traumatized over and over and over again as we watch video after video of people who look like our children, our family, being victimized by a system in the community that doesn't see them for who they are, that doesn't love them the same. We want to make sure that we are prepared as we continue to give of ourselves, to replenish and to renew our strength. There are several things that we can do as we continue to strive to be ready to move forward. Do not dismiss your feelings as illogical. Sometimes we can wake up or we can sit someplace and not even realize how bogged down and weighed down we're feeling. I know I've said it to myself. I don't understand why I feel this way. I don't understand why I'm so affected and I didn't even know them. Those feelings are real and they're not illogical. Journal your thoughts. Bring life to the words that live in your mind. Validate your feelings. Put them to paper. Meditate about what you are feeling and why. Don't hold back. Be real with yourself. Define and name what you're feeling so that you can, in fact, deal with it. Do something charitable. Sometimes when we do for others, it's a way of feeling like we are contributing to helping a cause or a situation. Limit your exposure to things that evoke negative feelings in you. In the boom of social media, camera phones, and video, we are repeatedly victimized. We are repeatedly traumatized by the images of those who wear brown skin being hurt over and over and over again. Take a break. Step away. Do something nice for yourself or someone else. Remember that self-care is important. So as you give and pour of yourself, make sure that you give and pour into yourself as well. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And we must be well and we must be full in order to endure and complete the race.
Hi, I'm Lisa Sorensen with One Nest Yoga Studio and the resident yoga guide for Wellness Wednesday at Mob United. Today I'd like to share a yoga practice that helps manage the bad news blues. The bad news blues is the way we start to feel as a result of being subjected to constant news about horrific events, whether it's hearing it through friends and family or seeing it on our social media feeds. It does start to take its toll on us, both emotionally and physically. You know, according to Chinese medicine, we hold grief and sadness right in our lungs. So as a community, we are already very vulnerable in that area. We hold generational grief and sadness in our lungs. But that should not make us feel hopeless. We can do something about it every single day. It's important to know that you do not suppress. We should not suppress. We should actually recognize and address these issues. Part of what yoga does is it helps to bring these concerns and these issues and these emotions to the surface so that we can deal with them. We're going to open the heart center. We're going to feel the effects of doing yoga on our lungs as well to help strengthen our lungs. What I first like to say, though, is if you have any underlying conditions, please make sure that you check with your physician before you practice. It will be a gentle practice today, and I thank you for being with me. Let's start off in a cross-legged position. I'll get to some of the things I have on the side over here. These are my props, and if you can have some of these props by your side as well, that would be great. I just have some house things we have around the house, so we have a towel, and I've rolled it up, so it's a rolled up towel. If you have yoga blocks, I have blocks back here, but today, since we're doing this from home, I have books instead. So I'll use the books almost like they're the blocks, okay? I'm going to set my props aside for now, and then we'll take those out in just a few moments. So with your legs crossed right in front of you, just find a long, tall spine. We're just going to try to really open up through all 33 vertebrae, right, of your spine. So you root down through your tailbone, and you'll sit up as tall as you can. Oftentimes we're going to hunch over. If you need to sit up on a book or a block to help you sit a little taller, that's an option as well. Let's take both hands and sweep them behind our back. You're going to have your hands tented, so your thumbs are going to be towards the front, and your fingertips, your four fingertips, towards the back. You press your thumbs into the ground behind you to help lift your heart up, lift your head up, lift your chin up. I think speaking positive words are so important. I believe affirmations have such an impact on us as well. So through today's practice, I'll bring in a few affirmations for us to speak quietly to ourselves, internally or out loud. This first affirmation, as we press our fingertips into the ground beneath us and lift our hearts and chests open and high, we speak, I choose to heal. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Through your nose only, with your mouth closed, breathing. I choose to heal. Last breath. And then come back to a neutral spine. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Up, back, down. And then up, front, down. Up, front, down. Roll through. Up, front, down. Very good. Now let's come on to hands and knees as we go into our child's pose. Our first child's pose of the practice. It's a very comforting practice, posture. Send your knees out wide to the side. Bring your big toes to touch. Shift your hips towards your heels. Walk your elbows onto the mat. Lower your forehead down onto the mat and take some slow rolls side to side. Gentle rolls, massaging your forehead here. And maybe you take a deep breath in and you exhale and allow your heart center to lower a little bit more. And this is where your props can come in as well. You can use your towel under your head, your forehead, or you can use your towel and your blocks to lift up here underneath your chest if for some reason this position is not comfortable to you. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's bring to mind another affirmation. I am surrounded by support, both seen and unseen. I'm surrounded by support, both seen and unseen. Speaking those words to yourself, knowing that we are all in this together. We have a support system. We have one another. You have me and I have you. And we have this community of moms of Black boys united, both seen and unseen. Last breath right here. Beautiful. Let's slowly slide the hands back. Come up onto all fours right here. And what we're going to do next, we're going to go into a position on our backs using our props. So bring your rolled up towel to the middle of the mat, and then bring your blocks or your books, whichever you have, bring them towards the top of the mat, but right in the middle. So what we want to do here, because we're going to roll onto our back, depending on everybody's body is different, so this is where our head is going to land. And we'll bring the towel, or even if it's a rolled up blanket, right to the base of our spine and start to slowly engage your core as you start to slowly lower down, and you can use your elbows to help guide the way, but you'll feel your spine start to unravel on the softness of the towel or the blanket. Make whatever adjustments you need to get comfortable. Allow the fabric and the towel to support you, and so that you feel comfortable. Make whatever adjustments you need to make there. And let's start with our feet, okay? The foundation. You can extend so that your feet are out, your legs are long, and let your feet fall to the side. The other option is your feet can be flat on the mat, send them out to the side, and your knees knock together. Make sure you're comfortable in your lower back. The other option, the third, which is my favorite, is bringing the soles of the feet together to touch. This is also a hip opener. I'm going to stay right here while we work our way up to our core. Make sure your abdomen is nice and soft. And then to the chest, allow your chest, your heart center to be lifted. Your shoulder blades, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, allow your shoulders to fall, cascade down towards the mat, and your shoulder blades maybe come in towards one another. Flip your palms up. Notice your breath. Notice your heart center. Take a breath in, and then on the exhale, allow yourself to soften and release any muscles that are engaged in your body. Sometimes we don't know we're holding on to something until we finally let it go. Now, wherever your legs are, let's all bring our feet so that the soles are on the mat. The knees are straight up and bent towards the ceiling. We're going to roll onto the side so that we come off of the props, and we can take our hands and press ourselves up so that we can move the props to the side. Use your forearms or however you get to the ground comfortably, lower onto your back. Again, the knees are bent. Notice where you are emotionally right now. Just take a quick moment and scan your body. And let's shift our hips to the side, onto the right side, shifting the hips. Extend the arms out to the side so that your body is in a T shape. My lower back just cracked, which felt great. Look out over your right hand. So your knees are directed to the right, you're looking towards the right. And then slowly, gently shift your gaze towards the left. Coming into a supine twist. And we're going to bring to mind another mantra. My tears are holy and healing. Inhale the knees up. And then you're going to shift onto your left hip right away. And then send your gaze over towards the right. Speaking that same affirmation. My tears are holy and healing. On your next inhale, sweep your knees up. Right away, exhale, draw your knees in towards your chest as you hug yourself in to a ball. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Knees towards forehead. On an inhale, open the body up completely. One big stretch, like you're taking up space. Open the legs wide. Starfish on your back. Open up, take up space, open your heart, your body, your mind, fingertips extended. The toes are out to the side. Take up space. Allow yourself to be open and vulnerable and free. Inhale the air around you. Open your mouth and exhale. Soften on the exhale. Land here. Lay here. Notice how you feel in this open space. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale your entire body to a ball. Draw your forehead towards your knees on the exhale. Inhale as you open up to that starfish shape again. Last time, exhale. Inhale. Full body stretch. Zip your legs up. Your arms are straight overhead. And then exhale as you lower your hands to the side. Landing in Shavasana, our final resting pose. Again, your feet are falling to the side. Take your left hand on your abdomen and your right hand on your chest. As we speak our final affirmation, let's say, I choose to show myself love, care, and compassion every day. Bring the soles of your feet onto the mat. And then lower them onto your favorite side. We're going to press the ground away and slowly come up to a seated cross-legged position, allowing your head to come up last, but move very slowly. Legs are crossed right in front of you where we started the practice. Roll your shoulders up, back, down. Up, back, and down. And then up, front, and down. Up, front, and down. Our final intention should go out to the world, actually. So let's bring to mind something, some prayer, some meditation, some hope that we'd like to send out to someone that we love or to the world. or to something or someone that we want to let go of. And when you're done, you seal your practice with gratitude and acknowledging this community that has your back. Moms of Black Boys United, to all of you, I wish you peace, health, and wellness. And the light within me honors the light within each and every one of you, seen and unseen. Namaste.